Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I am presenting the business line newspaper headlines. So, first of all, unfazed by Hindelburg report, retail investors go for Adani stocks. Next, in hunt for C-suit executive, EDI ready to pay top dollar. Next, IMD forecast a normal southwest monsoon. Next, non-compliance ADIF ask SC to direct CCI to move against Google. Next, Chennai Pondicherry beer bus ready to board. Next, SEBI ask exchanges to arrive at an equilibrium price for IPOs on listing. Next, Manipal Group eyes $100 million for insurance business. Next, SEBI introduces direct plan in AIF. Next, IMF cuts India's growth forecast to 5.9% for FY24. Next, non-complaints ADIF asked the High Court to direct CCI to move against Google. Next, SEBI asked exchange to arrive at an equilibrium price for IPO on listing. Next, on page number 2 in news section under that, Audi India hikes prices on selected vehicle models. Next, City JICA co-finance funding for IndusInd Bank. Next, Vedanta in talk to raise $1.5 to 2 billion to clear debts. Next, Gujarat put MPL ADS to best use in FY23. 4UT got no funds. Next, Manipal Group eyes $100 million for insurance biz. Next, Delphi TVS charts rupees 150 crore annual capex plan. Next, Dalmia Bharat Reading next expansion phase. Next, RINL eyes monetizing land to tide over capital crisis. Next, PVR Ionix launches trailer showed for big screen. Next, Reliance Cap lenders postpone auction to April 26. On page number 3 in news section that India's G20 presidency aimed to develop common framework for crypto risk. Next, make globalization more transparent. Next, Commerce Minister vows French investor. Next, OPEC plus output cut may push up India's import bill. Next, IMF cuts India's growth forecast to 5.9% to for FY24. On next, Bombay High Court asked Merit Y to reply to a right against fact check provision. On page number 4 in things section under that, freedom taken down. Next, signing a FTA with an eye on FDI. Next, the arson ways of the MPC. On page number 5 in things section under that, aggressive China a big headache. Next, build disaster proof cities. Next, on 20 years ago in that market still in panic, Sensex goes below 3000. Next, Maruti launches new version of Altos. Next, High Court clear graphic papers merger with Ballarpur Industries. Next, Bitcoin gains as Fed seen easing policy. Next, green hydrogen, clean fuel alternative for new India. On page number 6 in red market radar in that, US stocks open flat ahead of inflation data. Next, Axis Mutual Fund, Birla Mutual Fund withdraws NFO. Next, SEBI introduces direct plan for alternative investment funds. Next, markets maintain winning run for 7th day. Sensex reclaims 60,000 mark. Next, NSE launches index to track perform of REIT invites. Next, 68% of actively managed funds failed to beat benchmark index last year. On page number 7 in news section under that, retail personal loan continue to drive credit growth for SBI. Next, RBI unveil norms for entities to accept green deposits. Next, support to limit slide in rupees. Next, FDI play important role in profitability of firms. Next, PE investment fail 75% in January-March 23. Next, Bank Bazaar plan to go public in 12 to 18 months. Next, Agro to rise rupees 340 crore in equity capital. Next, Technopens to invest rupees 46 crore on expansion. Next, India INC interest burden will rise in FY24. Next, LTI Mindtree clarifies on new training program. Next, DBS Bank India to launch proprietary credit card by June. Next, on page number 8 in commodity and agribusiness section that Government may get a dollar billion 1 billion from rice export duty. Next, monsoon forecast. Farmer imports maker cautiously optimistic of kharif prospects. Next, gold gains has pauses ahead of US inflation data. Next, palm oil hits 1 week high on tight supply outlook. Next, Ukraine sun oil output exports to rise by 11%. Next, center allocates 2 liter of extra sugar uh, for April. Next, Kerala Varsity is Center for Protection of Plant Varieties. Next, Jeera hovers near rupees 40,000 quintal on fears of damage for standing crop. Next, Garuda Airspace becomes first to become agri-drone subsidy. Next is islands of organic cotton fetch farmers a premium. Next, global meat on rice bran oil in Hyderabad from April 21. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.